Now roll, roll, roll my life gently down the stream? No, ravine. Yes. I should have become a songwriter because it would have made me so much more productive. I want to go somewhere else and be a songwriter too. No, you are staying here, but I don't want to stay here. Yes, but you have to stay here because we have to paint a ceiling. But I want to write songs so desperately. I know, but you can't. You can't hide and you also can't run because you don't have any legs, okay? Oh shit, there was paint underneath my feet. That defeats the purpose of a little bit of plastic. Oh, fluffiness. Do, 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 do. Maybe I need to grab myself some slippers and then I can turn the slippers on. No, then I can put the slippers on and not have any paint on the ceiling. No, seriously. Oh, on the floor. Oh my god, you guys, I need help. Ah! Oh. Don't say anything, or I will kill you. Okay, here we go. Now normally I always paint all of the edges first, because that's how you are supposed to do it. But right now, you know, nothing goes the way you are supposed to do it. And in some miraculous way, things are still coming together. Kind of. And do you truly believe that? Nope. Oh, it's such a nice and sturdy ladder. And there's so much paint on it already that nobody's going to notice if I drop a little bit of paint on it too. So I'm holding on to the bucket. Bucket. Language. I have a language barrier in between me and the language. Okay. Oh, I think that this is the wrong brush. Oh no. There is a creamy white paint on it that I use for the wall. The brightness of this wall is it, because my happiness depends on it. So whatever you do, Jolene, come help me paint. Oh, I'm painting above a painting. I'm just going to be careful, she said. I'm not going to drop any paint on the paintings underneath the paint, she said. I do have to say that it is a singing day. And then we also have the whistling days. Not the days of the whistleblower. Because nobody is going to tell anyone that I stapled a piece of wood to Rogier's beloved Vestal trunk. No, no. Oh. Maybe we just need to plug it in and then that's it, you know. Oh, I'm scared. Okay, now I think that we need to do a little test. Oh shit. Oh, it went in. Okay, so now we are in business. Oh shit. I also stapled the piece of wood to the to the trunk. Don't tell Rogier about this. He's not going to see that. You are on candid camera. Don't fall off the ladder, Jolene. Just get up from the floor and come help me. Never again, because she died and now she's on the floor and I need to clean the mess. And what are we going to do with her? We don't know. Okay, so now I need to attach this thing to the wall. Then I'm going to cut all of the other pieces. And then we are going to attach it. So now I'm going to do it the smart way, which is probably the bad way. The next morning, I continued my struggles with my language barrier. I got really inspired. Although the expired part might be a little bit more accurate, actually. I also painted a very weird three-legged little table. And then we went to the garden center, where Rogier pretended to be a chicken. And he spent about 400 euros on a couch that we do not need. So that's nice. Now me getting stuck into the car made us realize that the couch was definitely not going to fit. Ow, I'm stuck!
Oh ja? Je staat er wel goed bij.
And then Rogier squeezed himself into the tiniest little vest. Oh, schatje! And he also bought me the most beautiful vintage dress. So I do have to say that overall it was a very successful day. Because I also even managed to finish all kinds of things in the hallway. So now I actually made so much progress that I think that I'm almost ready to start decorating. And this is really nice because I had this wave of creative energy and I felt so inspired, and then all of a sudden I knew what I wanted to do in there, and now I just want to finish all of the last little things. Oh. It's way too long. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah. So crooked. 185, 185. Okay, so the floor isn't straight. So now I am supposed to focus on finishing all kinds of last little details, like painting the last coat of paint on the bathroom door, which I still haven't done yet because I got terribly distracted by doing all kinds of other things that I wasn't supposed to do in this video at all, like lowering the door frame to make it match the door that we have next to it on the other side of the staircase that goes into the blue and white farmhouse bedroom. Now Rogier bought this tool for my birthday and I never used it. So this is going to be a first. Not for me using a tool like this, but for me using this specific tool that is now mine. Now this is just a bit of an overkill for doing something like this, but it is just a really nice excuse to use it. And then my beautiful lowered door frame obviously also needed some pieces of trim. And next to it a baseboard. And then above it the wall needed to be plastered because this is really going to finish everything. So now we can finally go back to finishing the last little things. Right? No. 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 Because there's also the other side of the door frame that I wasn't supposed to do anything about at all either. Wow! Now I actually actually made these little pieces of wood for underneath these boards over here on this side, because there's nothing to keep it in place. Jolene, 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 can you please come and hunt me and my sewing machine? Oh, there is some sort of heat wave. Now I'm probably really going to be haunted. Just because days like this are basically a recipe for bad luck. You know that I actually never updated you guys on all of the things that came out of the tests that I did when I went to this clinic for my chronic fatigue syndrome. Now, one of the things that came out of it was something that I already knew, but it was very interesting to see it on paper. And this is that I do have a lot of inflammation, and it is really bad, and it is everywhere. And right now it is definitely flaring up, so the pain is just, it's so bad. Anyway, they also found out that I also have inflammation in my brain, which I also knew because I can feel it. And this is also not going so well at the moment. And you know, I'm currently making a lot of jokes about all kinds of things going wrong. But it is not just a joke. It is also a real struggle. Because my brain just doesn't want to do what it is supposed to do. And I'm just constantly struggling with memory loss and a lack of focus and all kinds of neurological problems, like issues with my balance and just all of a sudden not knowing how to do certain things anymore. And at the moment it's so bad that it actually scares me, and just me feeling so tired is worrisome. So yeah, I should actually just take a lot more rest than what I am currently allowing myself to take. Now the crazy thing is that I always felt and still feel a very big separation in between who I am as a soul and the body that my soul is living in. And for me, those things are two separate things. And I don't think that it is supposed to feel like that, but to me it does. So this means that I am not tired, and I am not sick, and I am not in pain. My body is. And to my soul, this often feels like being imprisoned, because my body is just setting some boundaries, talking about boundaries again, that my soul just has a hard time with accepting, because my soul wants to be free and limitless. Limitless? Is that a word? My soul wants to be without limits. It just wants to fly, you know, and I do need to focus on my appreciation that I also have for the body that I'm living in, because it is capable of doing so many things, you know, especially my hands are so skilled in doing all kinds of things. But sometimes I do struggle because I just want to be free, and I don't want to deal with all of the sickness and the pain, and I just don't want to stay in bed and just waste my days away. I just want to... I don't know. I don't know what I want. I don't want to sew curtains. So maybe... Oh no, Eva, just do it. Okay, I'm going to do it. I am going to sew the curtains. Okay, I also had some painkillers. It's starting to work, so Breathe. Yes. And now I'm hopeful that after a very unproductive day, because it's actually already 4:30 or something, I can finally do something. Together with my little spacer that I made when I was making the other curtains, which is just a little piece of wood, and then this has a line on it, and the line tells me exactly where I need to fold my curtain. So now my brain doesn't have to do anything, which is great. Curtain number 1, curtain number 2, and the last one. Okay, so now my curtains need to be washed first before I can hang them. And I also don't want to paint anything because I don't want to change outfits. What I do want, though, is to make a couple of baseboards for in here. Because I think that this is going to look really nice, actually. 17 centimeters. 17 centimeters is about here. And that's actually really nice. Oh my god, I just keep buying lamps, but not the lamps that I'm supposed to buy.
I even know.
Yeah, it's that time of the day.